So we had this.
Joe shares clothes with his girlfriend. I just learned this 20 minutes ago.
And I would share if I was the same size as her, I would share everything. We only share accessories.
If Joe was a petite young man,
yep,
he would be gender fluid.
Young Godfather, no leash, no chain. I'm a dog, no collar. Puerto Rican flair. The mama's trying to holler. Better step back for my wife. You have a problem. Chilling in France. I need that advance.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back. It's your man. It's your host, Jay Sean the Don, Jay Breezy, Jay Dollars, Jay Money. Mr. Take It Down. To my left, I got. Who are you supposed to be with this outfit?
I am Mr. Take It Bitch.
Should we do a fit check like we did with Sonny yesterday?
Yeah, let's do it.
Fit check. Okay, talk to me. What's on the feet? What's on the feet, my boy? What's on the feet? What's on the feet?
Crocs.
What's on the socks? What's on the socks? What's on the socks, my boy? What's on the socks?
Rainbow.
Okay, my boy. What's on the shorts? What's on the shorts?
Is that Boohoo Man?
What kind of underwear you got on? What kind of underwear?
I don't.
Nigga, kiss. This crazy. This guy is insane. All right, talking about the hat, and then we'll go to the earring.
Okay.
Just one. He doesn't have one on the other side, guys.
Yep. I have to get this re-pierced. The hat. I don't know. My girlfriend got this for me. I'm wearing this because of her. Shout out to my baby.
And the glasses.
And the glasses are hers too. I don't know where she got it from. Probably got it from like Etsy or something. You know, one of those like cheap places you could get like cool stuff. Yep. And then the earring is actually her brand.
I knew it.
She made this earring because, you know, she makes a lot of the accessories.
Is that silicone or is it plastic?
I think it's plastic. Yeah, plastic.
Gotcha.
Yep. So if you fucking with this, go shop at imok.productions. I'm okay shop.
And then unsubscribe from this podcast right after.
Then unsubscribe from this podcast? Why
unsubscribe.
You don't want them? Oh, the shirt is Boohoo Man too, by the way. Yo, Boohoo Man.
Boohoo Man?
Boohoo Man. Yo, because Boohoo Man.
Is boohoo like crying?
Yeah, like Boohoo like crying.
Okay.
Boohoo Man has a lot of great looks for bigger dudes that you can't find in a lot of other places, and that's why I primarily buy from him, and it's cheap. Looks good. It's comfortable. Boohoo Man, if you're looking at this, sponsor us in a future video. we could do a little situation. We wear some of your clothes on cam. You give us a little check. Let's do it.
Does your girl know you have her glasses on right now?
Yeah.
Do y'all frequent sharing accessories?
Yeah.
So like she has a pair of your shades, you have a pair of her earrings.
So she buys accessories in mind. She tells me this, that in mind that, okay, will I look good in it? So whenever she buys stuff that she likes, she was like, will my boyfriend look good in this? And then she buys it because she knows I would look good in it. She just bought 2 glasses like 2 episodes ago. I was supposed to wear one of them, but then I forgot them. The Taylor episode. Yeah. But
that's like a trend that you guys have.
Yeah.
Sharing shit. So
we're not going to bullshit you guys. Because I'm not about to sit here and do this whole bit again. We recorded like 20 minutes and it wasn't picking up his audio, so we had to redo it. So we had this.
Joe shares clothes with his girlfriend. I just learned this 20 minutes ago.
And I would share. If I was the same size as her, I would share everything. We only share accessories.
If Joe was a petite young man,
yep,
he would be gender fluid, is what he's telling me.
I'll be out here in fishnet crop tops and some big ass cargo shorts looking like Jeff Hardy. I did not want that
to go to waste. I wanted that to be said again.
Looking like Jeff Hardy. Yep. So today's topic.
Do you think that should be common practice in relationships?
That we share stuff?
Yeah. Do you think that relationships would be better off if they share clothes?
Yeah.
You do a survey of gay relationships, like girl relationships, and see.
No, yeah, for sure. You know what? I think it could cause problems too. Because if they genuinely like each other's clothes, let's say they want to wear the same thing on the same day, that's going to cause rifts. Or let's say someone wears something without the other person's permission, and then like they get mad, like they get a stain on their favorite shirt, or they get
their shit. You think that you guys, you and your girl, would have that problem if y'all share clothes?
Nah, because my girlfriend is really understanding. That's the biggest thing. Like we can't really share clothes all that much, but we could like share how we feel about things. So,
how do you know when you're in love with somebody? How do you know you're in love? I think we talked about that already. I can't keep going on with this.
So we want to re-talk about how I knew that my girlfriend was the one for me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I know you had told the story about your ex, how your ex was awful.
Yeah.
Which sucked. Fuck. I don't even know where to
It's
pick
okay.
up from that.
Let me take the helm.
Go ahead.
All right. So today's topic.
We're not sailing a boat, Joe.
You know what? I just realized we never said which podcast this was.
Oh, what podcast is this?
We're on the fuck is he talking about podcast?
Yes, sir.
The future you're gonna be editing this. Like, when the fuck did these niggas say this shit? So go put the fucking.
It's always the last thing I do too, so that shit is annoying to look for.
Yeah, I know. Well, you got it. 7 minutes in.
Nasty.
Right. So remember that, Future Jay Sean, when you like doing this? Yeah, 7 minutes in.
Thank you so much, Joseph.
I got it. So today's topic is relationship, and you know, I'm always like talking about my relationship with my girlfriend. So
He's literally blinded by love.
literally, but it's not blind. You know, like, I feel like it's
blind.
opened up my third eye.
No, he's blind.
I
He
see
only
life
sees
in
through
a
one
different
eye.
light now.
Talk about that. Talk about seeing life in a different light. Talk about Joe how you saw things pre your girl
Until now.
and post your girl.
So I always bring up how my girlfriend's amazing in every way, right? But you know, that's a cliche thing that every person that's happy with their relationship will say. My girlfriend, she really like put a stamp on me because she made me feel a way that I've never felt before. And obviously, I only had one relationship prior to her. But you observe shit from other people's like interactions, relationships. Because although I've only been with one other person, I lived in a household where my mom was always dating like different men, and they were all like terrible people, right? So I knew how a good relationship works and how, you know, like what not to deal with and shit like that. So I say all this because my first relationship, I was getting treated like shit. I was always getting talked down to, and you know, everyone has their own faults. I may have been like nonchalant about approaching certain things. Maybe I saw things like not as serious as her, and she got angry. But she was definitely she had anger problems for sure, and she would always belittle me. She would always judge me. She would never let me step outside of the box that she didn't like.
Nigga was dating me.
Bro, I didn't say anything.
Niggas dating me.
She didn't even let me wear earrings.
I wouldn't either.
I was dating Jay Sean.
What you was wearing, hoop earrings? You was sharing those with her? That's what happened. See, look, the problem that we just talked about. You was trying to put her hoops on, and she was like, nigga.
Nah, I remember
That's
I
me.
never wore any dangly before like her, right? I was always like, you know, the gem ones. The studs, yeah. So that's what I was rocking. And one day I was like, you know, I want to try a hoop earring, but not like on some crazy shit. Like, you know, like the Michael Jordan, the Omar Epps, like type vibe. I was like, I want to try one of those. And she was like, are you fucking gay? I remember I wanted to dye my hair, and she was like, "What, are you fucking gay?"
Is that she said it just like that?
Yeah.
Was she like Mexican?
No, she was black, bro. I only date black girls.
Hold on.
Yeah. What's up?
That was just a crazy way to say it. I only date black girls. She was black. It's a little crazy, Joe. Only Spanish girls? You're a sick nigga, bro.
I fucked with a lot of Spanish girls, but they all had the same thing going on for them. They were crazy hoes.
This nigga is insane.
Like, they would...
I don't reflect that sentiment.
I'd fuck with a Spanish girl. Like when I was in my whole phase...
This man.
Literally, when I was in my whole phase between my ex and my current girlfriend, I was only fucking with Spanish girls that whole time. But I guess that's what made me realize I don't really want to date a Spanish girl. They're just too much, bro. They're too much. They're high maintenance. They're mad fucking moody.
I just want to
I know I'm throwing out a stereotype.
I just want to say, right? I'm never the moral compass of these shows, but I just want to say, never should we single out a group and put attributes on them based on our personal experiences.
Yeah.
This
like,
guy is crazy. I don't reflect that.
It's not okay to do that, but I'm gonna still do it. It's not okay to do that.
That's not okay. I'm gonna stand on business. That's not okay.
Right, it's 10 toes on it, bro. I grew up on my mom's side of the family because that's the side of the family I was always around. They're all ratchet Hispanics, so I grew up around that, and I'm like, I'm not really vibing with this because like they're fucking all that noise banging in my ear, like bro. So when I started fucking with girls,
Your girlfriend, yeah, right. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to your girl or your ex girl. That's what we was talking about.
All right, I'll get to that. But when I was fucking with girls, when I was fucking with these Hispanic girls, bro,
I'm trying to save him. He just keeps going.
I'm just speaking from my experience. I'm not saying that every Hispanic girl is like this because I know a lot of Hispanic girls that are really nice people and don't act like that, but they either wouldn't date me or it's not a line, right? Like, so they in their own lane. But like all that crazy nonsense, all the ratchetness, bro. It's like, okay, I'm used to it, but that's not what I want to be around. You feel me? Like I don't want to love on someone like that. So
I'm sorry.
I wasn't alienating my dating pool at all because I know niggas gonna be like, man, Spanish girls don't even want you, you fat bitch. And you're probably right, but look, it didn't stop a few of them.
I just thought it was funny that all the stereotypes you just listed are stereotypes that you hear about black girls.
True.
I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
True.
Stereotypes, they're not true.
They're not true.
They're not funny. I just thought it was funny that he threw that in there.
Hey, listen, man. All right, I'm chatting right now. There was never a formula. There was never a formula for me specifically dating black girls, right? It just happened that way. It just happened that way.
Thank you. That was so much better.
Yeah.
That was so much better.
So, and I think a big part of it had to do with like the schools I went to.
Okay.
My middle school was diverse. Like it had like black, Hispanic people.
Okay.
Like some white people. Then when I went to high school, I went to high school in the neighborhood that was like primarily Caribbean people.
Okay.
So it was like for every 5 black people, there's like 1 Hispanic person, no white people at all, right?
That's how it should be.
Right. So I was around mostly like black girls, so I was like, you know what? That's what I was accustomed to. That's when I was getting into my hormone stage, like, you know, liking girls. So that's just what I gravitated towards. Anyway, that didn't really do anything for me dating because I take down anything. I'm a nasty nigga, right? It just so happened that like it aligned for me to start dating.
This nigga don't know what his message is right now, bro.
I don't have a message. Let's go back into what I was talking about. So we were talking about.
Please, I tried to do that 5 minutes ago.
Dating. I just had to.
Ignored me.
I had to get it off my chest. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, what was the question?
I'm done. I don't want to shoot this no more. Nigga said, "What's the question?" I just want to rant about fuck Spanish girls.
Nah. So
Yeah.
you wanted to know how I knew it was my girlfriend was it, right?
Well, how about this? How about we rephrase that now?
Yeah.
Now you brought us into a whole new light. What is it that you look for in a girl? You specifically.
Okay.
Talk to me.
So I took what happened in my previous relationship as lessons as to what I should and shouldn't do moving forward. And like I said, you know, a relationship is 2 sides. It's not just one side. Like I know that she acted a certain way, but I had my own faults too. And it was my first relationship, so I was learning. Like there were times where I would neglect her. I don't know, she didn't like that. But it was because
It's not like he was beating her. He was beating her, Joe?
No, like she would want to like spend time and I'll be like, you know what? I just want to stay in the crib today.
You was lazy. Feeling lazy?
That she just called me lazy, yeah. She just called me lazy all the time. Like, and it came with like with everything. Like when
me and her probably get along.
Probably, yeah. That's probably the one you want to fuck.
Oh. No, it wasn't. It was some light skinned girl.
Oh, light skin. Oh, yeah, so it's definitely not her.
Yeah. I don't want to fuck that girl. I said I would fuck her.
Okay.
I don't want to. I'm not gonna go out my way, but she throws it at me. I'm gonna catch it.
We gonna catch it.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, she. And then when we went to college, you know, I was procrastinating a lot of my studies, and she didn't like that either. That's kind of what like drew
she thought she was your fucking mom.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. And I think it was a thing of in her own life she had no control over anything. She had a strict household. Her pops was a cop. They were like very stern on her and all that. So I felt like maybe that reflected in our relationship a little bit because she felt like she didn't have control over anything. She wanted control over me, and I wasn't like jacking that. So like maybe it drew a wedge in between us. But I didn't make it any better.
What a psychoanalysis! Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't make it any better. And since it was my first relationship, I wasn't used to giving someone my 100% attention. So I was like liking girls, posts, dropping heart eyes, and all that stuff you shouldn't do in a relationship. Because it makes no sense to entertain someone else when you're like with someone, right? Yeah, so that happened. So what I learned moving forward in what relationships I would want after that is communication is key. A lot of our arguments started because we just weren't on the same page, and then having someone that understands me and wouldn't judge me, but instead like uplift me.
So what does good communication look like to you? Like how does that?
You know, like if you feel a type of way about something, instead of holding it in, just let it be known, and don't let it be known in an aggressive way. Like let's say I didn't wash the dishes, and she's been asking me to wash the dishes for like a few days now, and then she's like, "Hey, look, I know you're doing your thing, but I've been asking about this, and I feel like you're not listening to what I'm saying. Like you're ignoring me purposely, and it makes me feel hurt." And that's when you let yourself be known, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I just keep forgetting because I'm so busy with all this stuff, but I acknowledge it, and I'll do it right now." Like stuff like that, like it doesn't have to be the type of communication that like warrants results immediately,
That was good. I'll take some notes. That was good.
right?
I was like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up, bitch. Nah, I wouldn't say that. But I would be like, shut the fuck up.
Like my last relationship to this one is so contrasting. Like me and my girlfriend probably have been in like 2 arguments our whole relationship, and both times it was not screaming matches. It was just like both of us were very like not on the same page about stuff, and then like we talked it out, and then like at the end of the conversation we had the understanding. It feels weird when you really love someone and like you get to that point where like you're angry at them. So like we talked it out because we both know at the end of the day we love each other dearly and we want to be with each other forever. And like when you have those small moments of like anger, like it clouds your judgment and it makes you feel like, maybe I don't even need this person in my life, like stuff like that. And at the end of the day, if you realize like being with them is more beneficial than not being with them, and I don't mean it in the sense of like if they have a lot wrong with them but they have a lot good with them, you should stay with them. No, like it should be like the good surmounts the bad in like a huge way. Because at the same time, you don't want someone that, yeah, he treats me good because he buys me clothes, he makes sure I'm fed and all that, but like he's calling you a stupid bitch, like shit like that. Like you shouldn't like stand for that. And that's another thing, was my girlfriend was like completely understanding of the stuff I wanted to explore. Like when we first started dating, bro, she encouraged that I wore jewelry that's like out there, right? I was like, I've been wanting to dye my hair, but like my ex wasn't jacking that at all. And she was like, "Oh, let me dye your hair for you." Like she was so open to doing that. And the small stuff of like, she was like allowing me to explore my curiosity and things, and like just being there and not judging me at all. That shit really like stuck with me. So I feel like
Explore your curiosity. What do you mean by that?
I know he's gonna say that shit.
What do you mean by that? I'm just saying.
Not my sexuality.
Okay, no. So what was you curious about? Like,
like wearing certain clothes or like
like thongs and shit.
Yeah.
Cross dress. This nigga is gay.
That's what he wants to hear.
No, I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear none of this. I feel like I failed, like something, bro. I feel like I failed you, bro.
You didn't feel me, bro. I've been like this before.
I know. I met you too late, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, communication, being understanding, being loving. That's another thing. Like she shows me so much love. My ex, she was like,
shit makes me sick.
She was not the type to like show outward love all that much. And I'm not my love language is quality time and physical touch, right? So those 2 things like I like doing, and maybe that's why it didn't work out, because my quality time, I didn't really want to spend too much time with my ex. I should have known that was a red flag. And it stemmed from the way we talk to each other, Like I'd rather be playing on the game with my friends, and that's what angered her a lot too. Like I'd be like, "Oh, I'm about to go to sleep," but then I'll hop on the game with Gabe and Jordan and just play 2K or some shit like that, because I needed a break from her. And you should never feel like you need a break from your person. It happens over time when you're in a relationship for a long time. But that's another thing that's great in my relationship, is me and my girlfriend give each other time away from each other. Like even if we're in the same house, she'll be like, "Oh, I'm about to go like knit. You can play the game. I'll watch TV." Like shit like that. Like she doesn't feel like she has to be on me. I don't feel like I have to be on her. But then when we want to spend time with each other, it perfectly meshes. So it's like, I'm not gonna be here and sit here and say I have the best relationship ever. You have to work for that.
Maybe we'll have her as a guest and see how she feels about your relationship.
Yeah. Contrast. Let's see. She's gonna say the same thing as me.
I know y'all the same fucking person. That shit pisses me off, bro. Nothing makes me more mad than being around Joe and his fucking girlfriend. I hate that shit so much. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I can't stand it. Makes me so angry.
Why does it make you angry?
I don't really know.
Maybe you gotta dive into yourself and figure that out.
You know what it is? You know what it is? If I didn't know you guys for real, like outside of like doing stuff with y'all, like individually, if I didn't know you 2 individually, I would think I was fucking faking it, bro. Like that shit just seems like too like too. But then when you start to add like context to the situation, I start to understand the dynamic of your relationship a little more. But just pisses me off, bro. I be like, yo, shut the fuck up. Nah, niggas be like, he'll be like, we'll finish shooting. He'll be like, I gotta call my girlfriend. She pick up the phone. Hi. Shut the fuck. The nigga say, yo, what's good, Joe? How are you? Bro, it's been 4 years. There's no way, bro. It's no fucking. That don't even make sense to me,
I think
bro.
it's crazy to me too, because now we've been dating each other longer than I was with my ex. I was with her for like 3 years. That was like terrible. And it's crazy to think.
Now, where are you missing out, Joe? I don't want to put down your head. I'll be holding these questions in sometimes.
Worried that I'm missing out like on other people.
On the hoes, bro.
I feel like I've had my fill. In like those 2 years between my relationship.
Next, so think about it, right?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm just trying to say, give you perspective.
Yeah.
Think about it, right? Be on Instagram sometimes.
Yeah.
You see the bitches that's on Instagram.
Yeah.
And those are just the bitches that like are accessible to us. So now, imagine in a couple years the bitches that's gonna be accessible, and bitches is only getting badder, right? You look at pictures in the '90s, them bitches was alright. I would only fuck but so many of them.
Right.
Look at the early 2000s, them bitches was alright. You look at bitches today, them bitches is bad. They look good. Bitches would never look better than today.
Right.
They don't be like, you know. I think sometimes that happens to me a lot in my relationships. You know?
Yeah.
I don't really have long relationships. And a lot of my family get confused because sometimes I'll be talking to a girl. Like I told you, I was almost married, right? I'll tell y'all this story, this episode. I'll tell y'all. But I was almost married. I almost got married. And y'all can't see it, but I have a little tattoo right here. Almost got married. And, you know, after a while, I started to feel like, man, just want to be out of here. Like, it was nothing really wrong. Our relationship was on like a upward trend.
Yeah.
But after a while, I was just like, you know what? I'm out of here, bro. Like, I just, you know, I have trouble doing that. So, with that being said, right?
Like, do I ever feel like I should have more fun before like settling down?
Bro,
Is that what
like
you're saying?
I'm missing out, bro. But then again, you are old as fuck, so I do understand why you like.
All right,
this
listen.
is it.
You want to know how I know that like that lifestyle not cut out for me? Because I'm not gonna lie. As a human, as a guy, you know, you get those urges. Like you said, you go scroll on IG, see all these bad bitches. Like, damn, I would wild on that. But then I've recognized in myself that those are just sexual urges. Like, you don't want to build a connection with that person, and building a connection is harder than fucking. You know, so like if you just fuck and you lose your connection, like it's like, now what? When I was
That sounds like a dream.
when I was fucking around, bro, after every girl I fucked, after they left, I was like, I feel empty. And I know that's such a like weird thing to say. Like I was hyped before getting the pussy. I was hyped during the pussy, and I was hyped right after. I was like, yeah, I'm that man. But then I was like, but it's for what? Because now I got an empty bed, right? I got a whole bunch of time.
That's when you invite the girl over that you don't just fuck. See, look, because you wasn't doing it right. Let me break it down for you, Joe. Let me teach you something. You said a lot. You told me some stuff. Let me teach you something, right? I talked about it a little yesterday, but I'm gonna talk about it again. You gotta have roster spots, right?
Yeah.
And what I think the disconnect is, right, is that you expecting a lot from your bench players, from your niggas that play spot minutes, right? That play 5 minutes and can get you a stop on one end and a 3 on the other, right? You expecting Duncan Robinson to go out and give you 50. You gotta adjust their role a little bit, right? When Duncan Robinson come over, right, you gotta stop on this end, shoot that 3, sit your ass right back on the bench. I'm gonna put Jimmy back in. Now, what does Jimmy do? Everything else, right? He'll play make for you.
Yeah.
He'll guard the best guy on the floor, right? He'll fill those needs for you. But Jimmy can't win the game without Duncan Robinson. It's like Duncan Robinson can't win the game without Jimmy.
Right.
They all work together as a team. And so when you're constructing your roster, guys, right? This is important for relationships, right? Because it's not just relationships. It's not just relationships like, you know, because I have a firm belief of everybody plays a role in everything, right? And so I think that sometimes, right? Not saying you, but sometimes people try to give people a role that they just don't fit in, right? That person is still valuable and useful. They just don't work in that role. So how can you still maintain a connection with them?
Yeah.
Without like expecting too deep of a connection. I think a lot of the times when I have relationship problems, I used to have a bunch of relationship problems. I was trying to be with girls that wasn't going to fit that role that I need them to fit to be with them, right?
Right.
I liked them. I thought they was cool. I thought they was great, right? And I just didn't understand why my relationship wasn't working. And I really think it was because I wanted them to fit a role that they just didn't have those skills. Right? They couldn't hit a 3. They couldn't get a stop.
Right.
They could rebound the fuck out the ball though, and they could do other things. But these things is not right. And so what I could have did was just put them in a different position on the roster.
Yeah.
I was trying to force them into the MVP race, and that's not their game.
Right.
So you know, I think it boils down, Joe, to you just gotta. You was expecting Michael Jordan of Duncan Robinson, and that's not fair to Duncan Robinson. That's not fair to your team. Now y'all losing games. You don't know why.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and that's a good perspective. That was a great analogy, but
thank you.
that wasn't what I was doing. I was just fucking because I just wanted to fuck. I wasn't looking for someone because like I knew like if I was just fucking around with someone just to be there like on my downtime and we're not in a relationship, someone's getting played, and I'm not the type of person to do that to myself or to someone else. You know what I mean?
Now you could look at it like that, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, right? The NBA teams, they make a lot of money off of Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson make a little bit of money, right? He get this, right?
Yeah.
In a way, he's getting played. They all getting played in some way, shape, or form, you know? Listen, man. That was a good point. I don't have a rebuttal for that. That was a good point, you know? It's not the number one moral thing to do, but be honest, you know? Be like, hey, you know?
And that's why I felt like that, because I was like it's cool because they were all great people personality wise, and I could have like did something more, but I didn't want to with them. They were not the right people for me, right?
See, that just scared me. Look, I was in a similar situation. My second, third, fourth girlfriend ever in high school. She was great. She filled all the roles. She rebounded, defended. She could shoot the fuck out the ball. She was great.
Yeah.
She was awesome. But then I was about to start college, and I was like, you know what?
You know, you want to fuck around.
I was like, do I really want to like have this be like, you know what it is? I remember that couple episodes ago, and I was like, you know, my dad always instilled in me like strive to be the best, don't ever stop. But I think I take that attitude to the wrong places. So I was like, I remember, and this is a fucked up thing to look at a girl and say, but I was like, is this the best I could do? Like, can I do better?
You know what?
And so I took a gamble. It wasn't that she was great, and I, you know what, I probably could have been with her for a long time, but I was like, just can I do better? Can I get more out the game? You know?
Have you ever felt like outside opinions like pushed you in a certain way?
Hell
in
yeah,
relationships.
Of course, not that one particularly, but yeah. That shit matters.
I feel like because I could relate to what you said, but not in the sense of can I do better? Like can I get like in my own respect? I think like damn, if I start dating this girl, how will people around me look at me? I was thinking about it in a very superficial light, like if my girlfriend is not the baddest in the room, are people gonna clown me? Like, your girl don't look good, like shit like that. And even though I didn't have like a problem with like her, like, you know, being in public settings together, will that make me feel a type of way? Like all that superficial shit. And that shit shouldn't really matter at all. I feel like that, like in terms of like trying to pursue a relationship, that's what helped me stay grounded. Like, cause if someone is, I think now, because, you know, you can have a pretty face, you know, like a lot of girls are pretty, a lot of girls look good, but it's hard to get a good personality. It's very hard to get a good personality, right? And it's hard to find someone whose like morals are set the same way yours are, and like a way that can mesh. Because, you know, a girl could have a great personality. I can't see you dating a nice girl because your personality
destined to fuck a hoe?
Your personality is very abrasive. So like I feel like if you were dating
I love nice girls though.
Yeah, but I feel like you know, the way you talk, like it'll come off like a type of way to like a nice girl. Like you have to have someone that could like bite back, you know, like give you that little flair. Like not necessarily argue with you, but like you'll be like shut up, right? Exactly. You'll be like shut up, and she'll be like suck my dick, and you'll be like fuck me, like shit like that.
Hey, when girls say suck my dick, I think it's a nasty thing a girl could say.
You know that was just an example, but like, you know, shit like
that's a big no in New York City.
If a girl says suck my dick,
anybody says suck my dick, I'm ready to stab you, bro. I hate when niggas say that shit. I hate
NY lingo, what does suck my dick mean?
Suck my dick means you ready to die, bro.
I think suck my dick, right? Because obviously they were like suck my dick, but I think it's just a way of saying like go to hell in a way, right?
Nah, suck my dick means you want to get it, bro. If you tell me suck your dick, we getting it on, bro.
Yeah, but like you know how like people say go to hell, what? Like white people like, you know, like
I
shit
see
like
what
that,
you're saying,
right?
No.
Like that's like our way of saying.
Tourists do not come to your city and be like, suck my dick, because you will get stabbed.
Yeah. It's just a
They will be tourist bopping.
What was it? I guess it's a phrase, and it's a phrase to exclaim anger or hostility towards someone, right?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, there we go. NY lingo, boom, put it in there. In a relationship episode, suck my dick is our NY lingo. I was gonna ask, right?
No, this is a better question.
What's
Don't
up?
talk. Just listen. Nah, what was you gonna ask? God?
I want to know what you were gonna say because it was kind of me like moving on to like a different segment.
So now, do you think, right?
Yeah.
In that same scope.
Yeah.
Do you think your girlfriend is the best you could get?
Yeah. I honestly, and this is what keeps me grounded when I have like those moments of weakness where I'm like, I'm looking at a girl and I'm like, damn, first of all, that those moments of weakness never last more than like 5 seconds. But it's because I'm like,
Just be haunting me for days. I'll be liking the picture, going back, like Kendrick Lamar. Word, bro. Let's just be haunting me.
nah. But what keeps me grounded is I like no person that I've ever met in my entire life treats me better than this woman, and I'd be the clown if I let that up just for some pussy. So, my girlfriend is the best I could ever have because I in my eyes I see no flaw in her. No flaw. When it comes to a relationship standpoint, she has a lot of stuff that she has to work on herself, and I try to help her every day. But like in terms of like us as a unit, there's no flaws.
This nigga makes me sick. I don't even know why I agreed to do this episode. I just can't stand it.
But the question I was gonna ask, right? Since we're talking about superficial stuff,
yeah.
what are some things like if you're going into a relationship that if that person has is like a no-no for you, like do you care about body count?
It's a good question. Damn, that's a good question. Because you know what? Super immature to care about body count.
Right. It is immature.
But boy, do I care. Boy, do I care if, because you know what it is? It's because New York City is so big, but it's so small.
Right.
So I can't tell you the number of times I've been fucking with a girl. It's like, oh, you fucking with her? Nah, I took that down and that shit was tough. You're a lucky man. And when niggas say that to me, even that's not even my bitch, right? We not even together.
Right.
But if a nigga say, if I'm about to fuck a girl and he already fucked, I'm like,
It's
nah,
that
bro.
bragging rights thing, yeah.
It's not even like about bragging rights. It's just like, after a certain point, I know me being who I am is kind of weird for me to say, but after a certain point, like just being accessible to everybody is kind of like you lose points for that, bro. Yeah, you do lose a lot of points. It matters, bro. It matters.
No, I get what you're saying because you don't want some nigga to be like, yeah, that's why I fucked your bitch.
And I don't matter. And listen, I'm all for girls having fun, right? So you go out, you fuck some nigga that you just met in the club. I do some crazy stories. I'm all down for crazy stories. Right. But nigga, when you only known for your crazy stories, like, oh, you fuck with this girl, nigga, let me tell you. And we all, because there's mad girls that me and my mans, the whole group got stories about, bro. And I know some niggas gonna marry her, bro. And that sounds awful. Tough. That sounds terrible.
That's tough because I know someone who's married right now that.
And now, listen, here's the thing, right? I think that there's a statute of limitations on shit like that. I think that if a girl was a hoe 10 years ago, nigga, that was dumb long ago. Like, right. She found God, she changed. Whatever the case may be, I don't think this shit sticks with you forever. But at the same time, like.
All right, so let me ask you a question because you just brought up a perfect would you rather in my head.
Talk to me.
Would you rather fuck with a bitch who got 5 bodies, but those 5 bodies are people that live in your neighborhood? Or fuck with a bitch that's from out of town, out of state, got over 100 bodies. Over 100 niggas fucked her. Which one you taking?
I don't know. Jokes, that's tough, bro, because we in the age of the internet. Like, that don't even really matter. Right. But then again, it's 5 niggas I know. I got to see them niggas. Like, then again, I could just move.
Right.
Cut the niggas out of my life.
That is true. That is true.
You know what?
But then, like let's say you do move. And your girlfriend, like, let's say you guys have like that talk, when you talk about like past situations, you're like, yeah, I remember I was with this one guy, he did this, and now in your head, it was one of these niggas that did that, and now you're like,
nigga, you know what it is? Okay, I'm gonna pick the girl with 5 bodies. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. It's not because she has 5 bodies. I don't really care about the 100 bodies. Yeah, some of the coolest girls I know have fucking 1 million bodies. I'm not gonna lie to you, they have a lot of fucking bodies, and they dumb cool. But listen. I'm going to do the 5 bodies. I'm going to tell you why. I think that it sends a certain kind of like, okay, you really got to be, you have fun, but also like, you really got to know somebody. You're not just fucking anybody. Right. I think that's like the thing. You could really have like 40, 50 bodies. Yeah. Even fucking 80, 90 bodies. When you start getting triple digits, you just fucking. But yeah, you could have like 80, 90 bodies and really still be fucking with people that like, at least you cool with, have a connect. Like some type of like, you're not just fucking a fuck. Right. That's kind of scary, a scary ideology to have. Like, you just fucking just to fuck. Yeah. I know I joke a lot, but I don't just fuck just to fuck.
Nah, really. Those are the type of people that go to clubs and just like, yo, you trying to go home with me?
Those type of people that go to prison.
That's who.
I'll be fucking just to fuck. I'll be scared, bro. Lock them niggas under the jail. Now, I'll pick the girl with 5 bodies because I think that's more manageable, bro. Even if it's like my mans, like my 5 closest friends. That would hurt.
2 of the 5 bodies is niggas you don't like.
You know what? I'm gonna do it because you could always just say that was before, bro. Yes, after she wouldn't fuck you now, like like she leveled up.
Yeah, like, how my kids taste?
Like everybody make me they can say that to you. That hurts. Can't really say that to them, like
yeah, they say that to you. How that gonna make you feel?
You gotta kill somebody, bro. You gotta get it, bro. Certain shit you gotta die about, bro. That's some shit you gotta die about. Like, can't just let that shit slide. I don't know. That shit hurt me to even think about, bro.
Nah, yeah.
Cause I already know, like, no matter who you end up with, bro, they've been fucking, bro. You gotta eat that, bro.
You know how you brought up the whole internet thing when it came to the 100 body girl?
Uh-huh.
Would you rather have some nigga you know be like, yeah, that's why I fucked your bitch, or have some random nigga on the internet be like, yeah, and
I got a sex tape.
Yeah. And describe, or not even like as far as a sex tape, but like describe. Be like, yeah, she did that got shit that, and then you're like, oh, she do that got shit.
That's the internet, bro. I can think you know that, bro.
Okay.
Brother, nigga.
Let us know in the comment section which one would you pick.
Rather,
You picking the person that fucks around in your neighborhood with a select few people, or someone that fucks with everybody outside of your town.
Right? Is it hear no evil or see no evil? Which one you picking? Which one you picking? You rather hear no evil or see no evil?
Right? Nah, really though.
Oh my god, where was we going with that?
It was the whole body thing, right? So you said body count doesn't really matter as long as like.
Yeah, you know what? I think that. You know, I don't think you should hold somebody's past too harsh against them. I think everything does matter.
Right.
But I believe this in everything. Like, everything has context, you know, and everything has... Right? Because I have a lot of bodies. But a lot of my bodies came from a tough time in my life.
Yeah.
And I was fucked up. And a lot of those bodies I wouldn't fuck again.
Right.
You know, if I wasn't...
You learn and you grow.
Going through a bunch of shit, right? And so, you know, with that being said, I don't believe in holding people's past too harshly against them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it does, like, matter. You know, it does play a role. So... I don't think it should matter.
Okay.
But
you personally,
but it does.
is there a number that's that you like? Nah, I can't do that,
Nigga?
I know you said the triple digits.
You got more than me. That's it. Because if you got more than me, I can't, bro. Sorry, bro.
Okay.
If we have like around the same amount, it's manageable. I'll be like, all right, like, but you know what? I can't be mad because I was with you.
Right.
You got more than me. Like, you nasty, bitch.
Not really.
You nasty, bitch. We can fuck, but
yeah, it's a crazy thing. I've never it's so funny. I thought like that fucking with someone that was a virgin was like something like when I first started, right? Obviously now like I don't want to fuck with a virgin at all. But like I never let bodies bother me. Like my first body, she had sex before me. Every single person I ever fucked with had sex before me. So I was like, it is what it is. I feel like this.
Yeah, if you're fucking with somebody, I don't care about that at all. You could have a billion bodies. We just talking, cool. Like we hanging out, we fucking on the side, like
okay, so like if you're in the all right, if you're like in the dating stage with someone,
yes, when it's about to get serious, when I'm like, nah, I really fuck with you. Like I really fuck with you. Like,
yeah. So like, let's say you really really like them, but they just have too much bodies. Is that a
deal breaker?
Yeah,
nigga. I think that would really prevent me from really liking somebody, like really taking it to that next step. You know. That's one of the things. There's a few things that prevent me from taking it to the next step. Mm-hmm. If you got a kid, listen, I really gotta love you. If you got a kid, and I'm still be with you.
Right.
I talked to a couple girls with a kid. What stopped me was that's not my kid, bro. It's not my kid. Like I can't do that, bro. I'm not gonna be able to do that. So that's one. Two, it's abnormal amount of bodies. A couple bodies is cool, bro. I don't like the sex shame. I think everybody be fucking. I think you should fuck and have fun. Got like double my bodies, bro. Because I have a lot. I use myself as like a metric, bro. Because I have a lot, but I know niggas that have way more than me. I know niggas have way less than me. I know niggas that's like in my range. I think I'm like the standard deviant. And some niggas be right. So if you way up there, but also if you have too little bodies, I don't like that neither. You know.
Yeah, because
some mileage on it.
Yeah, no experience.
I don't want to drive a new car fresh off the lot. I want to been around the block once or twice. I don't got to break in the wheels, you know, like the wheels get tight when you turn. I don't want that. I want like a little, smooth steering, you know. I don't have to, you feel me? It sucks to be a girl because they have none of this on us. They be like, I just want a nigga that's not fucking everything.
Right.
Everything after that, cool. Like
I just want to make sure he's loyal.
I'm sorry, bro. It sucks to be a woman, though. That hurts.
It does.
Look, we deliberating over this right now, and we seem like pieces of shit.
Yeah. We can't preface it. Disclaimer. We love women. We're just talking about how we feel and how general public feels. But this is like no like disrespect to women at all. Do your thing. Keep doing your thing. Like obviously, y'all still gonna fuck after this, and we encourage that. Yes. Do what y'all gotta do.
Yes.
So you were talking about next step, right? Like if you wanted to start dating and shit like that. So like when do you know when you're in like the stages of dating that you want to take it to the next step with a person in a relationship?
You know that's so tough for me, and I never really got the hang of that.
Yeah.
So my relationships kind of like my big relationships all kind of came from like a big event, you know.
Right.
I got somebody pregnant. That's cause to have a relationship
Right.
now. What else? I got married. I'm gonna tell you the story about how I almost got married.
Go ahead. Lay it
I was
on
dating
us.
this insane girl. Her name was. I'm not gonna put her name out there. I'm gonna be kind. I was dating this insane girl. She was absolutely nuts, bonkers. But I thought that she was so cool because I was trying to move out at the time. I had just turned 20. I was trying to move out at the time, and she had like roommates and stuff, and I thought that was so cool. And everything about her was so cool. Like it just seemed like she was so cool and independent. She just gave like a cool kind of like vibe type shit, you know?
Yeah.
And she was like very in between. Like she could play like the hood role, but also she was into anime and shit like that. So like, she was like very versatile, you know? She seemed kind of smart, but also just like really abstract. I think that's what I enjoyed about her.
Got you.
So we started spending a lot of time together. And I remember one night I spent the night at her house, and she unlocked my phone, and she texted all the girls I was talking to. Yeah, done. Sent a picture of me in the bed with her. Yeah, I finished. I thought that was the greatest shit ever. I was like, nah, I need this.
Toxic King J.
Right. So then we start getting serious, but like we're not getting serious to the point where we like putting a title on it, but we getting serious to the point where like, you know, we're not talking to other people.
Yeah.
So I feel like we kind of got in a stance of like relationship chicken, where like nobody wanted to back out. Like we probably shouldn't have been together. We probably both knew that. But nobody wanted to back out.
Yeah.
So I feel like I was just playing relationship chicken all the time, bro. Like you want to do this? Let's do this. Like let's meet each other's parents. Let's have a baby. Like we,
How far can we take this?
right before somebody backs out. It's like we can't do this. So one day she's like, I see her on the computer. I'm like, what you doing on the computer? She's like, I'm filling out a marriage certificate. I start panicking. I'm like, you won't. You funny. You won't. Fill out the whole shit. Like, you won't. The thing that saved me is that you actually have to go down to City Hall to sign some shit. I was like, you won't. Nigga, I was scared. I was like, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. So then I started telling people, like, as a kind of like a joke, like, I'm about to get married. Niggas start telling me, nah, don't do that. Are you fucking stupid?
How long were you guys dating before this happened?
Nigga, like 3 months. Like, it was probably like, we probably started talking like January. We didn't get to like the point where we started talking about like getting married to like April, May. Nigga.
Yikes.
And then again, we was just playing like nobody wants to say this, right? Like nobody wants to back out first.
Right.
So we like, all right, we're gonna do this like your matching tattoos. I got 2 matching tattoos. I got one here, I got one on my neck. Nigga. I can't wait to get these shits covered, but nigga. So then one day, right, we start arguing.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I'm out of here, bro. But we already have an apartment together. Like, we're already going way too far.
Nah, right.
We have an apartment together and everything. I'm like, yo, we've gone way too fucking far. So I think like the next small little argument we have, I'm like,
I'm done.
well, it wasn't small. You know, it wasn't small. It was like a big argument, but the next argument we had, I was looking for a reason to leave. I was like, I'm out of here. I'm done. We broke up, and I was just the happiest I had ever been. So I think that I said all that to say I've never mastered when you should go into a relationship. Yeah. I'm really like of the belief that if y'all cool, really just be cool. And so y'all like, okay, I don't want to fuck nobody else, and then have that conversation. But
that's all that.
I'm a big fan of, like I said, having people play their role. So I'm a big fan of me and this girl talking for 6 months. We dumb cool. Let's leave it there for as long as we can. Let's marinate that while me and this other girl been talking for a month and we just be fucking.
Yeah.
And I don't never got to be. She don't feed me. She don't do nothing. She put that pussy on me and I go about my business.
Yeah.
Right. And this other girl feed me, but we don't really be fucking like that. We be watching movies and shit. And this girl, you know, I come home at the end of the day. Or I go to her house at the end of the day. Get the shower. Get some dinner.
That's the big 3.
Really though, and I'm a firm believer in that. Until you and that other girl, you know, y'all take the next step. Now, I'm not a big believer in lying, right? You shouldn't be like, it's just you.
Right.
Fucking other girls, you're gonna get caught up, you're gonna get in trouble. I think that you should be honest, like, you know, I'm doing my thing. You know, I'm a big fan of like, I really love the talking stage. I think that's like, it's like it's so much beauty in that. If I could do like a case study, like if I could focus my research on one area in life, I think that's so beautiful because it's a lot of unspoken. Like a lot of girls be telling me, there's this one girl. I'm not gonna say her name. I already talked about her on the show though, so it's one of those girls.
What?
Nigga, I'll be doing what I'm doing. All right, I'll go out, right, be in the hood, right, do whatever I was doing. Be at this girl's house, that girl's house, XYZ.
Yeah.
I'll come to her house at the end of the night. Say hi to her mom, eat dinner with them. She will feed me. She'd be like, you want to go take a shower? I know you had a long day. And we be fucking. We lay up in bed. She'd be like, just tired of you fucking with them other bitches. I'd be like, me? Other bitches? Like, they just, like, come on, that's whatever, bro. Like, why you worried about that? Right. And, like, it would be, like, playful. You know, like, it would be like, I do want you to stop fucking with them other bitches, but I know you're not going to do that right now. I'd be like, yes! I could have stood like that for years, bro. I could have been in that forever, bro. That was awesome. And I really love that. And I know that just highlights my commitment issues. And that just makes me look like I'm scared to commit, but I am. All
right, since we're on that topic, right? Situationships, because that's pretty much what it was.
I love those. Right? I love those. So but if she was doing that, I knew that she was probably like talking to niggas on the side. She might have, if she ever fucked somebody, because we was doing that for like a couple, like a year and a half, 2 years. If she ever fucked somebody, it was probably 1 or 2 niggas ever. And it was just, you know, like she was very transparent. So I knew like if it ever did get to that, it wasn't much and it probably didn't. Yeah. Right? It probably never got that far. Nigga.
So there's 2 sides of the situation.
If she did do what I was doing, I'd have been hurt, bro.
That's what I was going to say. There's 2 sides of the situationship coin. You were experiencing one side. I had a situationship. I was experiencing the other side.
And you was her?
Like I was yes. Like
yeah, you never want to be.
You never want to be the person that's not looking at other people, right? No. In one of those situationships, because then you're going to be the only one getting hurt. I was fully in love with this girl, and I expressed that to her, but she was like, "Nah, I don't want that," right? But she like fucking around. She like going on dates. She like spending time with each other, cuddled up.
That's the first red flag. When people tell you they're not ready for, listen to them. Do not think.
I was young and dumb. This is before my first girlfriend. Even like I was just like fucking with this girl. I should have known better, bro. I was in love with her, but so her mom loved me, right? Her mom would always be like, "Yeah, like you come over, you can spend the night, all that. Like it's cool." Like she looked at me as her son, but didn't know that on the low we was like fucking around with each other like a little bit. So she would use me as an excuse to go see other guys. And it happened twice, and I'm a fucking idiot for letting this rock twice, right?
It happens.
The first time,
I'm here for you.
Yeah,
it happens.
The first time, we was in the crib, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the store," and her mom was like, "Nah." She was like, "Oh, Joseph's gonna go with me." She was like, "All right, cool, go." We don't even go to the store. We go downstairs. Some nigga waiting for her in the front, grabs her, start making out with her, and I'm like, "Nah." And I was filled up with rage, but I couldn't do nothing.
Nah,
because we're not dating, right?
Joe.
Nigga, the worst part about it, and to this day it haunts me.
Joe.
The worst part about it was when that happened. I was like looking at them, and then I looked up, and there go all my mans. All my mans just suddenly happened to walk past her crib, and I didn't even fucking know that they were in the neighborhood, bro. So then she's like, this nigga, and then I was gonna look, and my man's looking at me, and they're like, damn, and I'm like, no. So, like an idiot.
I love you, Joe. Sometimes I'll be looking at you like, this nigga is crazy, but I'm glad you had that experience to share, because I couldn't have given people that.
Nigga,
I could give people that.
I walked up to my friends, I'm like, and they're like, because they know the situation. Right? They're like, man. They're like, what you gonna do? I was like, I don't know. I went back upstairs with her. I stood the night like a fucking dickhead. Like a fucking idiot. And she act like that shit didn't happen. She didn't talk about it. We was laid up. She didn't talk about it. I was like, damn. This bitch playing me like a fucking fiddle. So then another day.
Nigga, let it happen again.
Another day, bro. She wanted to go to a park that was nearby. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm thinking shit sweet. Like she just wanted to go on a little park date, whatever. Want to swings, chilling, you know. Here come that same nigga from before. But this time I was having it. Nigga said, no. You know what? In that first situation, with the dude that he didn't just straight up ask. He said, "Yo, who is this nigga?" And then she was like, "Don't worry about him." And then she started kissing him. And then the second time around,
was she at least fire? Like she was bad at least. Oh, she was bad.
I think that's the one that you said that you would.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She was okay. It's still not okay enough. I meant bad.
I don't know if I even showed you a picture of her. I'll have to find it again.
Go ahead.
But anyway, so the second time he came back, and I looked at her, and I'm like the straight face. I'm not doing this. I looked at her like, you played me again.
I just picture you like, remember that nigga that sent us the sad dog meme? I picture you looking at her like. Are you serious?
I forgot all about that nigga.
That nigga haunts me, bro.
That nigga probably still texting us. We just
don't know. He restricted. He can't even text us, bro.
Nah, but so when I saw that, I was like,
Uh-huh.
I was like, fuck you. Like I straight up said it. I was like, fuck you, fuck both of y'all. Y'all can both go to hell. And I left.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I walked back to the block, all my mans is. It's so crazy how both these situations. My man's was like in the.
They knew that nigga. They was sending that nigga.
Nah, imagine.
They had to be.
They were sabotaging it because I was flaking on them.
Uh-huh.
Like, so they coming down and they were like, "Oh, we're going to McDonald's. You want to come with us?" And I was like, I was so sad, bro. Like I wanted to cry. I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's go down. So the McDonald's is going into the direction of where the park was. So we walking this way. And she's walking this way because she's going back home now.
Nigga, I thought you were gonna say you saw the top of him in the.
Nah, that would have been fucking crazy. That shit would have killed me. That shit would have devastated me. So she walking this way, and then my man's like, "Oh look, it's her," and I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "You good?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm straight." She walked past me like she didn't know me. I was like, "Cool." At that day, I was like, "All right, we over. We done with. No more." So then,
Is there like a good ending here? Like,
nah, nigga, I was a fucking idiot. Like, I have so much stories about this, but this is where I'm gonna. So right, I keep on walking. Then out of nowhere, I hear like someone running, and then she jumps on my back. She whispers in my ear. She was like, "You want to go somewhere?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm cool off that. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really like I'm really done with you. I'm really done with you, right?" Then her mom pulls up in the car. She's like, "Joseph, we're going to a restaurant. You wanna come?" I folded. I'm not gonna lie. I folded bad. But then that night,
big nigga heard food. He was like, "Oh,
I know, nigga.
I'ma
They'll talk about
go.
some hibachi. I was like, I wasn't even gonna eat no food in McDonald's, nigga. I was just taking the trip with them. I got no money. Like, fuck it, let's go. So we in the backseat. I'm not talking to her though. I'm talking to her mom and her mom's boyfriend. But I'm not saying a word to her. And she's like there looking at me like all pissed off. Like whatever. That night we get back to her crib. Her mom had to drop off her boyfriend at her house. We had the crib alone. She apologizing. Like she apologized so much. She started kissing on me. Stuff get a little freaky.
Oh man.
I would say this though. This is like one of those things that hold over your head, like you regret, because we was getting to the point where something was gonna go into something.
Mm-hmm.
But you hear the front door jiggle with the keys, and then we have to stop immediately, throw everything back on. But like, nigga, we was ready to go, and I would have got some. And that was one of those things like,
wait, so you never had sex with her?
No.
I thought you was fucking this whole time.
No, like it, cause like what we were like a little younger. But that's what sucks, bro. That's what sucks. Like I should have, and I know she was probably letting other niggas do it. And like towards the end, where I was like fed up, and I was like, you know what, this is not for me. Like it turned out she was like dating some like 21-year-old, and she was like what 15. She was like dating some 21-year-old, and the whole time she was getting played by that nigga. So like what she was doing to me, that nigga was doing to her. It was crazy. Yeah, that was one. And the crazy thing is, like looking back, it was like one of those things that at the time I wish I did it. Now, like I would not pursue it now, obviously. But like there was so much stuff that she was doing. Like the first time I ever went to her house, bro, she came out no bra in her panties, and she was like, "Hey, how these panties look on me?" That's the first time I ever like, nigga. I'm in her house for the first time. Like, this is the first time I'm in her house, and she's like, "How these panties look at me?" And I'm like, "They look good." And then she put clothes back on. I'm like, "Was I supposed to do something there?" But like that was just one of my biggest regrets. She was doing so much shit like that, and I never got the chance to. But that's the two sides of the situation. Obviously, yours was a little more on the promiscuous side.
Nigga, I had a great time. That sounded miserable.
Yeah, I had a terrible
I didn't even get no pussy.
Yeah. But at the time, I felt like I was up. Because I
how old were you?
15.
I don't know.
We were kissing. We were doing hand stuff. I
like
felt like I was
grade.
up. I felt like I was up. You feel me?
I don't know, Joe. I wish we was friends earlier, man. I wouldn't let that happen to you, bro. I wouldn't let that rock. I'd have shot that nigga for you.
Yeah, I'm not
I'd
gonna
shot that
lie.
nigga.
To this day, I see that nigga.
I'd have shot that nigga for you, bro.
Oh, I wanted to fuck that nigga up like every single time I saw him.
That hurts.
And then the crazy thing is, like, after I stopped fucking with her, she became my neighborhood thought. She just started fucking with all the niggas in the hood.
Well, you dodged a bullet. Good for you,
I
man.
did, and that's why I never
Congrats.
I never regret shit like in that sense because it's not meant for me and it put me on the right path. Because my friends jinx me so much, like, yo, what if you actually fuck her and you get her pregnant? I did not want that, especially not with her. Because on the same wavelength, I think she had bipolar or something. Like, she was like fucked in the head.
Yeah, it'd have been done. Yeah, that's a. Damn, Joe, I'm sorry you experienced that, bro.
Yeah, it was tough.
Sometimes I wish we could switch memories, switch paths, so you could experience life on the good side. You know,
Experience getting mountains of pussy.
sometimes what it sounds like is that you just had so many bad experiences leading up to your girl, and it's just like you found this one good experience and you just held on to it, kind of like you wasn't gonna let this go.
I know it seems like that, but it's not like that at all.
I know it's not, but I'm just saying, like, when you explain it to me, because I don't get it in chronological order, and I don't get like all the pieces. I get like, you told me about that, and you told me about this other girl, and then I jump, and so now, so I know there's other stuff that happened like that led up to that, but what it sounds like sometimes is that, like, you just found a good one and you was like, oh, let me just hold on to this. But I'm around y'all frequently. I know that y'all niggas is too perfect for each other. That shit pisses me off. Makes me really angry. So I know that you're better off where you are.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Damn, Joe.
Yeah, it sucks.
What if your girl, fucked up question, what if your girl into a coma? Let's say, right, God forbid, girl go into a coma.
Right.
The doctors don't know how long she's going to be in the coma.
Mm-hmm.
What you going to do, Joe? You gonna wait faithfully?
Yeah, I think I will.
Can't even ask this nigga good questions because, yeah, I think I will. Just love her so much. Would you just sit by her bed and just stroke her hand?
Yeah, we had this conversation. She wouldn't even want me to move on.
So if she passed away, would you want to move on? You would just...
I would eventually, but it's going to be hard for me, bro. It's really going to be hard. Because I feel like she's like my other half now. So like I feel like without her, I'm like nothing. Which also, by the way, if you feel that way in a relationship, then it could be either healthy or unhealthy. You just got to realize. Like, you got to know yourself first.
When is it healthy?
It's healthy when you can like you can decipher the difference between being dependent of that person or not. Because people be like, oh, they're my other half, and then when they're not around, they're like, oh, I don't know what to do with myself. They don't have their own personality. They don't know how to love themselves. They feel like they need to find their love in other people. That's not healthy.
Okay.
It's healthy when, you are your own person, they are their own person, but when you come together, it's so much better. You know?
So, just to be clear, right?
What's up?
Coma for 5-10 years, you're not taking nothing down? Comas last a long time, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Like, comas is just to stay lifeless. She ain't keeping you alive. Not gonna do nothing?
If she starts being in a coma longer than we've been in a relationship, maybe I try to move on.
Let's say 2 years. 2 years, coma.
Yeah, 2 years is a long time.
Sitting by the bed, beep, beep, beep.
I'll say this. I won't try to look for a new relationship. But like if like the need to be around other people gets there, then I'll do it. But I'll always stick by her side at the end of the day.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Like, I'd always visit her. I always make sure to like be there for her. But then I probably still do my own thing just to make sure I'm not like.
So how long do you think it would take for her to be in a coma? Like, what if it was just 1 year? 1 year, waiting a whole year, 365 days?
Yeah. I can always beat it.
Year and a half? Because I can always beat it. How long can you beat it, bro?
I don't really have
365 times?
I was doing it for 17 years before I lost my virginity.
That hurts. First of all, that just hurts.
Yeah.
That just hurts.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see. I probably can't give you that much entertaining answers because I don't have a crazy high sex drive to begin with.
Gay.
Huh?
Nothing.
You say I'm just gay?
Yeah.
No, so like, I don't really feel the need to have sex all that often.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed, Joe. Just disappointed. Do y'all split everything like 50-50?
Yeah.
I know it's like a big thing now.
Yeah, it is a big thing, and honestly, it shouldn't be a big thing. It shouldn't be like bigger than people make it to be. I feel like if you're in a relationship with someone and you're both making the same amount of money, you definitely should go 50-50.
If you're not making the same amount of money.
So that's when the disparity comes. Whoever's the breadwinner obviously should put in a little bit more because it's only fair to the relationship.
Like taxes? You think relationships should be like taxes? In certain brackets should be like certain...
In a way, but not fully because,
Okay.
Sometimes you want to do like gestures for other people, and sometimes you spend a little bit more than you should, even though like it would be taxing on you. The other person could afford it. Like this is just the gesture itself is like rewarding.
I hear you.
I saw a video though where like this guy was going around interviewing couples, and they were like, "Oh, how much you have in your bank account?" And they go to the guys, and the guy's like, probably like 1,500, like probably like 900, like like low numbers." And then they asked the girl, she's like, "Oh, 80K, I have like 100K in savings." And then the guy's like, "So why am I paying for everything?" Not when it comes to shit like that. That's not good. I know there's like gender roles, and honestly, I don't believe in gender roles in a relationship.
No, clearly,
right?
Clearly.
I feel like gender roles are so played out. Like this is not the 50s where your grandfather would come home, and if your grandmother didn't have meatloaf in the oven, he gonna beat on her. Like it's not the 50s anymore, bro.
Right now we can just wear clothes, our girlfriend's clothes, swap clothes.
Exactly.
No, not we. Now you could just
listen, bro. At the end of the day,
the day gonna end.
The day gonna end. Okay.
That's all I gotta say about this.
No, but like, I feel like in a relationship, the only way it's gonna work out, unless like y'all both have the understanding of the man does everything, and y'all both agree with it, then that's different. And that's when it comes to like relationships are very different. They're different between different people, right? But that's why you should communicate how you feel initially, so there's no disparities between y'all two.
I agree with that sentiment. I think that you should do what works for you. You should not go on. I know way too many people that go on the internet and be like, look, this girl gets everything paid for. Why are you not doing that for me?
Right.
Love me.
Exactly.
I'm not bad enough. Like, that has nothing to do with that, bro. Like, everybody has their own thing. Yeah. If you want a nigga like that, you got to go pursue that. And vice versa. If you want a bitch that pay for everything, you got to go pursue that. You cannot just pick up anybody and be like, this is what you're supposed to do.
If you a nigga looking for a shorty that is paying for everything, you're a loser.
Now, you lit, bro.
Nah, you're a fucking
I know
loser.
I know a few niggas.
Nigga, if you're going out your way to
I know a few niggas.
Nah.
Nah. Say what you want. Them niggas is up right now. They lit.
Shout out to y'all, but if you're going out your way, those are the type of people who like when they date a girl, they move in with her. You know that?
Yep. They lit though.
Those niggas, those are the primary people who are deadbeats.
No, but they got money, but they just let her spend her shit.
Oh yeah, they're fucking.
They lit. I envy them niggas. Badly.
They're fucking masterminds.
I envy them niggas. They be saving their money.
Criminal masterminds.
Selling drugs out their girl apartment, everything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They lit. Turn her shit into the hole. They lit. I'm not gonna say too much on who, but on where and why.
Yeah.
They lit though. Being penthouses and all that. Lit.
Hey, I can't knock it. If y'all doing your thing, y'all doing your thing. Fuck it.
But yeah.
But don't be a broke nigga looking for a girl with money. You a loser.
Hey, bro. Get it how you gotta get it, bro. Survive.
So funny how I say that, right?
Uh-huh.
But that's like the key thing that women do all the time. They have no money. They're looking for a man with money to provide for them. Like that's the thing. Like you ever see the woman like, oh, I need my man to be 6'5", have a 100K plus job.
You can have those requirements, but also be bad. A lot of y'all be having requirements that don't meet your.
Yeah.
You feel me? I seen this one girl. Disgusting. I can't even put into words. She was butt ugly. Like she looked like my dick.
Okay.
She looked like my dick. She was so ugly. Like she was like, you can tell she go to the gym, but it's not working. So she's just a muscly big bitch. Nasty. Hair was all disgusting. Like it was nothing about her that was like. She was probably a really nice person.
Yeah. Well, probably not if she had those.
But she posted some niggas DMs and she was like, "Do not come up to me if you don't make 100K a year and you don't do this, that, and the third."
Yeah,
bitch.
You gotta humble yourself.
Y'all gotta take. So look, it's what you deserve and it's what you're worth. You gotta meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Right. You cannot be like, oh, I deserve this and I'm worth this, and you're not that. Now, I always believe you should shoot high for yourself. So if you could get that, if you're that ugly bitch, you could get a nigga that make. Shout out to you, hats off to you. I respect your game, your hustle. You deserve it because you got that. You got that dog in you.
Yes, sir.
You got that dog in you, so you deserve that. Now, on the flip side of that, if you just like, I'm just waiting around, you got an attitude about shit that's not going on for you. Mm-hmm. You gotta look within, because a lot of y'all be expecting. Y'all want Odell, y'all want Chris Breezy.
You look like Kendrick Perkins.
And y'all look like Kendrick fucking Perkins. Y'all look like The Help in that movie, The Help.
The Help.
Y'all look bad, bro. Y'all look like Sandra Bullock now. Ooh. It's bad. Y'all look terrible.
You was taking down Sandra Bullock in the prime?
Her prom, maybe. Now, hell no. I'm not taking that down, Brody. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
I hear you.
But yeah, y'all gotta meet them expectations. So back to what we were saying.
Yeah.
Do I think the man should pay with everything? Thanks for asking, Joe. No. No, I don't believe that. I believe you should do whatever works for you. Yeah. Now, when we get up on the podcast, it will be some girls that I'm sponsoring. I promise y'all. Easy. Submit your applications to me. As soon as y'all see that we hit a certain number of people, as soon as I start driving certain types of cars and dressing a certain way,
Yeah.
put your applications in to be sponsored by me because I will be doing that.
Right.
That's the lifestyle I dream of. I will be sponsoring some of y'all. Now, on the flip side of that, don't walk in here expecting that, bro. Like, that's not my lifestyle right now. I'm going 50-50, bitch. And if we both live that lifestyle, right, if it's me and making good going 50-50. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, really.
Me and some of y'all going 50-50. And by 50-50, I don't mean if something $200, we both put in $100. I mean, all right, one time we going out, it's a band, I'll pay for it. Next time we go out, it's 800,
Right.
You got that.
I feel that. Yeah.
50-50 don't always mean like spit it directly down the middle.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
I take us out tonight, you take us out tomorrow.
Right. And I think that the fucking, first of all, the people that be perpetuating this idea, you know, like, you not the person to be standing on that agenda, bro. It's not you.
Yeah.
And it be, you know what it be? I'm gonna sound crazy. You got to pick on a particular group of people. Now it's my turn, right?
Okay.
You don't fuck with Latinos, great. Be fucking Caribbeans, bro. Be a lot of Caribbeans, bro. Take that shit back to Haiti or Jamaica or fucking Guyana, wherever.
So Caribbeans, you feel like they're too high maintenance?
Now I feel like Caribbeans, and let me not single out Caribbeans. I feel like a lot of cultures that hold traditional values so hard, are the people that perpetuate like those storylines.
True.
That perspective. Because it be Caribbeans, it be right. You girl in the comments, yeah, my man needs to pay for everything. Like, I cook, I do this, I do that. West Indies in her fucking bio, Jamaican flag, Haitian flag. Bro, stop, bro. Stop, bro.
I feel like the world would be best if
they all disappeared. Yes.
Well, not Caribbeans.
Yes,
but I
Caribbeans,
meant like gender roles.
Caribbeans.
At the end of the day,
I stand on certain gender roles. I don't think Joe should be sharing clothes with his girl. I do not think. I think that gender roles are important.
Nigga, that's different. I'm not talking about that, dude. I'm talking about the stuff that you do in a relationship to make it work. That's just like whatever. That's just like some side shit.
No,
but like
no, that's not some side shit, nigga.
I feel like when it comes to cooking, cleaning, doing that shit, like, you guys can find like a way to like share that shit. You know, unless, like I said, you communicate it, and then y'all both agree. Dynamic, right? Y'all both agree.
You shouldn't meet a girl that don't cook and clean and be like, nah, you don't cook and clean. She's just a low. You know, the term I hate the most is low value woman, low value man. I can't stand that terminology. I think that's such a weird concept. Like, because you don't do. I found this page the other day, and it was like alpha something. And when you go to click on the people that they follow, because I want to see who runs the page, right? Yeah. So I went to see the people that they follow, all Indian niggas, all like Armenian,
of course,
like Slavic people are Indians, right? So one of them group of people run the page, and I just think it's so weird, like to have those like alpha male or low value male or low value woman. That's such a weird thing to say because I think that everybody holds value depending on their setting, right? So they hold value to you, but you're a weird guy. And so people that hold value to you don't really matter because, like, you're weird. And the people that you think hold value don't want you also. Right. So I think it's such a weird predicament to be in, like, the Andrew Tates of the world. Yeah. Of, like this is the woman you should be with. But women like that don't want you. Right. And, like, this is the woman you should hate. And, like, those girls don't want you either. So, like, you in a weird position now. You're probably shooting down the only demographic that would fuck with you. Yeah. I just think it's weird. So I think that's such a weird concept, and I don't subscribe to that belief of like low value. I think that everybody brings something to the table. Yeah. So if I know a girl that don't cook or that don't clean, right, I can always hire a cleaning service. It's not nothing, right, to pay somebody $100 a week to come and clean the crib. That's nothing, right? If you got it like that, or nigga, clean up after yourself, bro. Like be a grown man. Right. I just use this plate. Let me put this shit in the sink and wash it. I just like that's so weird, bro.
Yeah, it's like people want slaves or like
nah, really though. Really though.
Don't be a weirdo about it.
Really though, and like the same. So like, if the girl don't cook, right? I've always thought like, I really can't cook. I cook a few things. Yeah, but I'm not really like a chef. Yeah, I always thought it'd be like really romantic to have like a cooking class, right? To find somebody who can cook and we learn how to cook together. And find some shit we really enjoy. Right. So niggas that be like, this person don't do this. They trash. They're nothing. Right. They're less than. Like girls that go out to the club, those girls is always seen as low value girls. Any girl that has fun is a low value girl. But low value women is always like girls that like to like do regular people shit. I just think it's such a weird concept. And
alpha males are just incels in disguise.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? When you click on them niggas' pages, right? So like, let's say like the social construct of like alpha male didn't exist. If I see them pages, right, them kind of niggas that be like, I'm an alpha this or I'm a high value man. I'll really smack the shit out of those niggas.
Right.
Not like on some like oh, I'll beat you up if we was fighting. Like those would be the kind of niggas if I see around, I'd be like, nah, I can really just smack this nigga around.
Right. Just smack him around.
You being an alpha male does not be like, oh, I say I'm alpha male. You go to the gym. That shit do not make you alpha male neither. Let me tell you something right now.
Really?
There's no such thing as an alpha male or what's it, beta? There's no such thing.
Yeah.
It's a good person or a piece of shit. And a lot of y'all niggas be pieces of shit. Right? And that's what makes you high values if you're a good person. That's what high value, that will make you highly valuable.
Yes.
So y'all niggas that follow these pages are like subscribe to the belief of like, oh, I gotta make $200K a year and go to the gym every day. First of all, you come to a nigga like me on that high value shit, you better than I will shoot you. You will get shot. The gym did not help you. Why you pumping iron, 200-pound dead weight?
I'm pumping iron.
One shot to your neck, and that's it, bro. That's all it took to get you finished, right? So I don't care how high value you think you are, nigga.
That's funny.
My fucking this shit in my pocket don't discriminate. So you will get shot in your neck. Now, with that being said, right? I think you should really work on if you want to be looked at as a high value person. I think the key is right, not killing yourself at a job, not going to the gym daily. You go to the gym, like take care of yourself, obviously, but not stressing. Right, it's not finna image. It's just being a good person. Right, follow morals that you yourself, right, not that I or Joe or the world tells you is right, but you yourself think are right and find somebody that fits that as well.
Yes, sir.
In the world, and then stop trying to force your beliefs on other people. That shit is weird.
It is weird.
And if y'all call me, if I get a comment, a DM, an email, low value man, see me about it. You get shot in your neck.
You want to end it here?
I think that's end it with a threat. I love that.
End it with threats. All right. So if you made it to this far in the video,
you're a brave nigga.
We appreciate you.
Love you, man. Love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Well, all that being said, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and follow us on all of our social media platforms. It is your boy Young Gablo. That is my man, Jay Sean, Mr. Take It Down. And this has been the Fuck Is You Talking About podcast.
We out of here.
Let's
get it out. Butter.
Word.
It goes like this, looking for a bed in the pot for the piss, regulating so a nigga don't miss with the voice so go and the style mad crisp, I got it. Let me talk my shit.